Alright, so this is really dramatic lighting, but I honestly don't have the energy to get up and find another spot to vlog. So, I am starting a really intense herbal treatment. The backstory is that I was supposed to see an herbalist in August, and we were on the cancellation list and someone canceled, and so I was able to see him this last week, so like the middle of July. He wants to put me through this very strict, intense diet that is no sugar and no carbs, and then do this really intense herbal treatment that basically kills bad bacteria in your stomach and then like detoxes your body through that process. He said that I'm basically gonna have Herxheimer reaction, which for those who don't know is basically just your body feels a lot worse before you feel better because the bad bacteria is dying in your stomach. So that obviously is gonna make you feel really bad. So I have really mixed feelings about this diet because I've actually never talked about this on my channel before, but I have dealt with eating disorder in the past, basically binge eating. I gained like 20-30 pounds at one point, and I was just dealing with the health stuff in my life through comfort eating, primarily like carbs and sugar. And so food to me has always been a massive comfort. I always crave sugar, and I've dealt with restricted diets in the past, like the Low-Fod Map Diet, the Paleo Diet. Both of those were for health stuff that we were just trying to see if they would work. And they made me, the Paleo Diet at least, made me feel so much worse. It actually was harming my stomach and harming my body, and I had to go off of it. And this diet that he wants me to go on is pretty much the Paleo Diet. So it's very triggering for me because for someone who's dealt with binging in the past, to restrict your eating makes like all you can think about is food, all you can think about is sugar and wanting it. And so it's just super triggering. And if you've never dealt with an eating disorder in the past, I think it's really, really hard. Like until I had no knowledge or understanding of what it was like. And the cravings for the then binging are really, really hard to deal with. Like that is all you can think about. It takes over your mind. Sugar is so incredibly addictive. It's like a drug. And so it is really, really difficult to deal with this, especially when like any food right now makes me so sick. Like if I eat anything, it doesn't matter what it is, I feel sick from it. So we started day one of the diet and the treatment today. And the like one supplement, I'm on a bunch of supplements, but one of them, which is the one that's going to be killing stuff, and then you gradually like titrate up because it's so intense, immediately felt sick as soon as I took it. And it's really tough because the foods that I'm actually able to eat when I'm really nauseous, for example, like the brat diet, so like crackers or like a plain toasted bagel, that stuff I can't eat on this diet. They all have carbs in them. And so I'm really finding it difficult because when I'm nauseous and just feeling sick, there's only very specific foods that even sound good to eat. And if something doesn't sound good to eat, I immediately know that it will make me sick. And so I really have to listen to my body with that. But this diet is so restrictive. Like you're basically able to eat vegetables, meat, nuts, some fruit, and actually dairy, which is pretty weird. But what's tough is that nuts, for people with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, they're really, really hard for your body to digest. So if I eat nuts, it does make me flare up and feel worse. Meat is just not good for my body when I've done the Paleo Diet, and also when I did a high iron diet earlier this year because my iron levels were low, I became so much sicker, and it just really was detrimental to my body. So those two food groups are kind of out. So what we're left with is veggies, fruit, and then some dairy. And what's difficult is that veggies just don't really stay with you during the day. Like if you have it, even fruit too, they just don't really stay with you. The stuff that stays with you is the meat and the nuts. So he said a lot of people like lose weight on this diet, and what's super weird is this last week, as we were kind of preparing for this diet, we were trying to eat a bunch of food that is not allowed on the diet so that it wouldn't go to waste, because this diet is a full month. And I lost 6 pounds already. And he was like, yeah, you might lose weight on this diet. And I'm actually concerned about that because I think I have been losing weight because I've been feeling so sick that, I mean, I'm walking like 1,000 steps a day. That's it. And so I'm just not able to get up, walk around, exercise because I'm so exhausted. So I think I'm losing a lot of muscle, and I'm basically at a weight that I was like in high school before I grew a couple more inches. So that's just like kind of concerning. That's definitely something that I need to keep an eye on. But yeah, it's just stressful and very triggering for someone with eating disorders to go on a very restrictive diet, and I'm really nervous about that. And then also to feel a lot worse before I feel better. Like, I feel terrible right now and my mental health is not doing well, and so to feel even worse, I am just concerned about that. My biggest fear is that I'll go through this hellish experience for a month and then not even feel better at the end of it, because I've done stuff like this before and I haven't felt better at the end of it. So that is my biggest fear, honestly. But I'm gonna be documenting this journey, documenting the ups and downs. A lot of the time I probably might feel too bad to vlog, but we will see. I'm gonna try to really document the experience. So this is day 1 and I already don't feel good and feel super nauseous, and so I'm quite nervous about that, to be honest. And my whole mouth just feels weird. I'm chewing gum because I'm super nauseous, because that's the only thing that I can eat right now, and my whole mouth just feels really weird. So yeah, very nervous about this. So I will be bringing you along and we'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. All right, so we're not even done. We're not even done day 1, and I've just been feeling worse and worse, and my low-grade fever is still going up. I'm just laying in bed. I feel really bad. Super nauseous. I have a bucket buddy is what we call it. If I throw up, I'm just constantly chewing gum. I just feel so sick. Hot and cold is just terrible. I'm also like so weak. It's really hard to do anything. Even holding my phone up right now is really difficult. That's why it's kind of shaking. Not a good start to this journey. Baby knows I'm going through a hard time, so she's a cuddle bug tonight, which I really appreciate. All right, so honestly, the days are just blurring together. I think this is Sunday, Monday 3, and I had to go get blood work today, check my iron levels. My dad had to drive me still because I'm still not doing well. This morning, I told my mom something, and then 30 seconds later, I told her the exact same thing and had no memory of telling her that before. So my brain fog is absolutely atrocious, and I feel like I'm like 80 years old with dementia. My grandparents have had dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff, and that's kind of how I feel like people have to treat me right now. So it's just really frustrating. Oh, I'm having a hot flash. Again, it's like I'm going through menopause. But I have another doctor's appointment tomorrow with my primary care doctor, so we'll see if we get any additional information from that. But yeah, this is where we're at. Day 5, and I threw up. Yeah, I just woke up so nauseous and tried to chew gum and took a Nauseam to try keeping it down, and I didn't, and so I just threw up. Well, not just threw up, about an hour and a half ago I threw up. So that's the current update. I feel like, and he said to increase. Here we go. All right, so the current update is that I thankfully did not throw up the rest of that day. Felt like I wanted to. I was like leaning over the bucket buddy for a long time, but I didn't, thank goodness. These are for my joints, by the way. And then the next day, I was able to see a gynecologist. She really just said, hey, I'm gonna try changing your birth control. I take birth control for my acne, and we'll see if that helps with the ovarian cyst. Then the next day, I had another burst of ovarian cyst. Then I was able to call, and there was a cancellation for a colonoscopy and an endoscopy, and so I am getting a colonoscopy and an endoscopy this next Friday. And the prep for that has been insane. I've had to go off of the herbal supplement treatment I was on because you can't have any herbs or supplements in the week leading up to it. It's been kind of a nightmare couple of days. And so in the next vlog, I'm going to go in a lot of details about it. I just don't feel up to it right now. I'm preparing for this colonoscopy and it's just been a lot. So in the next vlog, I will kind of go into more detail about how all of that happened and what more information I got, and the third experience now of having a burst of ovarian cyst where I almost went to the emergency room for the third time, but they didn't do anything for me last time. It's just been a nightmare. So I will go into more updates in the next vlog. The last thing I wanted to say was my birthday is in less than a week. I won't be doing anything to really celebrate this year because I'm feeling so bad. But if you would like to support me or give a gift, my company is still trying to sell out of our products by the end of July, so July 31st. So if you would like to not only buy a gift for yourself or for someone else in your life, or, you know, stock up on gifts for people. So around the holidays, you have gifts for people, whatever it is, not only purchase stuff, but then also support me and my company and the team. It's just been a really difficult time. So if you'd like to do something for my birthday, this is a great thing to do. We, again, as a reminder, are trying to sell out of any inventory that we had for in-person events. We also have some stuff on sale as well. Our stickers and our patches are on sale. As a reminder, we donate from each product that we sell to nonprofits. Also on our website, if you don't want to purchase anything, but you just want to support our company and support nonprofits, we have a place where you can just donate to nonprofits. You don't have to purchase any products. You can just donate to any nonprofit that we already support. We support, I think, almost 20 different nonprofits. So again, you can go to our website and purchase something and then also donate with that purchase. It's just included. Or you could go to the website and donate through us to the nonprofits that we support. And that's an incredible gift as well because we're trying to raise as much money as we can for them. So please go check that out. I will link below. And in the meantime, I'm going to prepare for this colonoscopy and endoscopy because it is so much more prep than I was prepared for. Stay tuned for that in the next video. I will go into details of just everything in the nightmare that this week has been, and I believe will continue to be. But thank you for being here, and I will talk soon. Bye.